A gem cannot be polished without friction, nor a man perfected without trials. The more you know, the dumber you sound to stupid people. Our plans miscarry because they have no aim. When a man does not know what harbor he is making for, no wind is the favorable wind. Be wary of the man who urges an action in which he himself incurs no risk. Never take the responsibility that does not belong to you. Never sell out and trust your instincts. Also, most importantly, never take loved ones for granted. A confident person avoids two things in life: idle gossip and petty conflicts, choosing instead to cultivate understanding and foster harmony. Boastful speeches are the first sign of weakness, and those who are capable of great things keep their mouths shut. The first rule is to keep an untroubled spirit. The second is to look things in the face and know them for what they are. Difficulties strengthen the mind as labor does the body. Everything we hear is an opinion, not a fact. Everything we see is a perspective, not the truth. Because a thing seems difficult for you, do not think it impossible for anyone to accomplish. Always move in your own direction, not according to society, friends, or family. Leave the house messy and the yard unmowed for the weekend. You'll remember the fun, not the clean house or yard. Make time for fun. Learn to say no. Be frugal. Eat only real food, no wheat, and limit carbs. Try your best to be to others as you would wish to be treated yourself, and you will find that this is the shortest way to benevolence. Longing is the agony of the nearness of the distant. He who hasn't tasted bitter things hasn't earned sweet things. Buy real estate, land, anything you can afford. The less possessions you own, the happier and less burden you will have in your life. Nothing is so difficult as not deceiving oneself. You can't think decently if you're not willing to hurt yourself. People know what they do. Frequently they know why they do what they do. But what they don't know is what they do does. Forgiveness is the key to action and freedom. To love at all is to be vulnerable. Love anything and your heart will be wrung and possibly broken. If you want to make sure of keeping it intact, you must give it to no one, not even an animal. Crying is all right in its way while it lasts, but you have to stop sooner or later, and then you will still have to decide what to do. Have firm boundaries and be discerning about who you let into your life. If you want to help yourself, find someone worthy to serve. Through service, you gain experience, contacts, and a reputation as a reliable and accountable ally. It is only through an apprenticeship that one becomes a master. Where there is power, there is resistance. Do not think that one has to be sad in order to be militant, even though the thing one is fighting is abominable. The sad truth is that most evil is done by people who never make up their minds to be good or evil. I have learned now that while those who speak about one's miseries usually hurt, those who keep silence hurt more. A proud man is always looking down on things in people. And, of course, as long as you are looking down, you cannot see something that is above you. Think of yourself as dead. You have lived your life. Now take what's left and live it properly. Nowhere can man find a quieter or more untroubled retreat than in his own soul. The more honest men are, the less he suspects others of dishonesty. A low soul always presupposes the lowest motives for noble deeds. Our life is frittered away by detail. Simplify. Things do not change. We change. It is never too late to give up your prejudices. Spiteful words can hurt your feelings, but silence breaks your heart. An intelligent man never gives a second chance in 3 situations: when trust is broken, love is undervalued, and time is squandered, recognizing these as the irreplaceable currencies of life's wealth. A healthy man wants 1,000 things. A sick man only wants one. Opportunities multiply as they are seized. It does not matter how slowly you go, as long as you do not stop. Whenever you are about to find fault with someone, ask yourself the following question: what fault of mine most nearly resembles the one I'm about to criticize? Reject your sense of injury, and the injury itself disappears. 3 things never come back: time, word, and opportunity. Therefore, do not waste time. Choose words, and do not miss the opportunity. If you make a mistake and do not correct it, this is called a mistake. Attack the evil that is within yourself, rather than attacking the evil that is in others. When in doubt, just take the next small step. Fake and keep friends with the people you want to emulate, not the people that you think will be most likely to accept you. The people you associate with will shape your future. Be careful who you marry, and even more careful who you have kids with. Slow down and realize that mistakes are essential to learning anything. Get yourself together before you get any older. The older you are, the harder it is to change. Pride gets no pleasure out of having something, only out of having more of it than the next man. It is the comparison that makes you proud, the pleasure of being above the rest. Once the element of competition is gone, pride is gone. To spare oneself from grief at all cost can be achieved only at the price of total detachment, which excludes the ability to experience happiness. Man's main task in life is to give birth to himself, to become what he potentially is. The most important product of his effort is his own personality. There is no meaning to life except the meaning man gives his life by the unfolding of his power. The question is not what you look at, but what you see. Do not be too moral. You may cheat yourself out of much life, so aim above morality. Be not simply good. Be good for something. Life is often very ambiguous. Sometimes there isn't a right or wrong decision or choice. Things are not always completely clear. You may not get the answer, so you just have to wing it. Don't leave someone to teach them a lesson. Leave because you learned yours. Life is far from over, but it's very short too. If you want to do something, don't delay. But don't sacrifice what you want for what you want right now. You always admire what you really don't understand. Do you wish people to think well of you? Don't speak well of yourself. The heart has its reasons, which reason knows not. People almost invariably arrive at their beliefs not on the basis of proof, but on the basis of what they find attractive. An intelligent person never shows emotions in 3 situations: when facing ignorance, during personal success, and in moments of deep disappointment. Distraction is the only thing that consoles us for miseries, and yet it is itself the greatest of our miseries. A person must dream in order to see the meaning of life.